And Sheppard?
My name is Ann Sheppard. I am representing myself in favor of House Bill 3785 and 837. I have a beautiful daughter who you have a picture of. Her name is Lyndon, and she's 17 now, almost 18. Her first seizure, she was 13 months old. It took ambulance after a 30-minute seizure and Ativan giving intravenously to stop it. We began treatment right away. Before we had Dill Children's Hospital, there was a children's hospital attached to BRAC, and that's where we were overnight. We didn't know what to expect, so we started medication. A couple of years later, when she was still having seizures that were beyond febrile, we went to, of course, where everyone goes, to Texas Children's, to see what experts there could do for her. She had had so many seizures at the time when we started there, and that was our first EMU visit. It's a 24-hour EEG where they video and get EEG at the same time, so they can see what's going on subclinically in your child's brain, and also clinically they can see outward seizures. It was at that time that we met the head of neurology there at Texas Children's and received a misdiagnosis of a progressive myoclonic epilepsy. Many of our friends here that I have met have a child with one of these disorders. They're debilitating and they end in early death, which is what I was informed at the time. A battery of tests were done and every test came back negative. As I said, it was a misdiagnosis. We opted then with Texas Children's Hospital to do a vagal nerve stimulator implant. It's a pacemaker for the brain. It was 2001 when we had that implanted. A year and a half later, we learned that the surgery, they had put the VNS in upside down, so it was not functioning. We then had another surgery done by a different surgeon. We transferred to Herman Hospital, and there was a fabulous doctor there, Jim Wheelis, who gave her a correct diagnosis, and that was Doza syndrome. It is not as progressive as Dravet or LGS, but with a lot of the same characteristics. So we went through all the cocktails of medications for years. We tried steroid therapy, ACTH infusions, the ketogenic diet for 2 years while she was 6 years old, and during that time she had very severe drop attacks and would fall on the gym floor and terrify her friends. And so we've been on this journey. We've been on terrible medications. After so long of struggling with that and getting somewhat stable but never control, her tonic-clonic seizures came back her freshman year of high school, and we haven't gotten control since. As we know that we've run out of options, we're researchers. That's what we do because we have everything at stake. So, of course, we watched as Paige Figge went on TV and talked about her child. We learned about cannabis. As soon as they made it available in hemp form, so that it's made from the seeds and the stem rather than the flower, something they can ship, as soon as they could ship it to us, we bought it. And that was a month ago. That is it's a 26-to-1 CBD to THC ratio, but again, it's hemp. And with her first dose, we did not see an alleviation of seizures right away. What we did see, though, was a calming of her brain, and she also has a co-diagnosis of Asperger's, and a lot of that is because a lot of kids that have epilepsy also have an autism diagnosis as well. So one thing that we noticed was the irritability just stopped. She was not on edge and frantic all the time. she just calmed and became her normal self, her sweet self, the self that is not so reactionary to her environment, but rather was forward thinking. Finally, you know, she's in high school and she's going to graduate in a year. Hopefully, she's homeschooled, homebound right now, where a teacher comes home since she cannot be at school. But she began to be forward thinking and thinking about her life and things that she can do to affect her brother and sister and people in her life, and it's a tremendous thing. So immediately we saw the autism dissipate, and she became her beautiful self. What we have learned from networking with other people in Colorado and other legal states is that THCA and THC may also be needed. There are 6 cannabinoids in the marijuana plant, and we only typically talk about CBD and THC, but all 6 work together. All 6 in varying formulas help different ailments, and we know that one of these is going to help her. There is no other option. And we see it as a healing medicine. We already see it healing her brain. And so we ask that you consider 3785 to be something that is beyond just a CBD extract that's pulled out of the whole plant, and approve something that's synergistic, that's designed to work with the brain, that can continue to heal her and others. And as for 837, I just want to say that that is absolutely the perfect fail-safe for parents like me who are going to research. If we can't move, we will find a way to get that healing medicine for her, and a way for me to continue to be her caregiver and be able to tell a judge that I'm saving my child's life, where the people we trusted to be her healers could not. That's everything in the world to us, and thank you for that.
Thank you.